Bonjour, fellow travelers. Mark here with Wolters World, and today we're in Bayeux, France, in Normandy. Cute town, well worth checking out. A few nice sights to see and a good base to make before going to see the DDay Beaches. And today we have for you are what you should see and do when you are here in Bayeux. Now, the first thing you need to do when you do come here, the thing that's most popular for is the Bayeux Tapestry. Basically, this is William the Conqueror's story from the Battle of Hastings in 1066, all the kind of history leading up to that. It's this huge tapestry that literally circles around a museum you want to see. They used to display it in the cathedral here to tell people the history of William the Conqueror and their ancestors and stuff. Very, very cool to see, and it is a UNESCO World Heritage site. So you want to go through there, and you'll see, Harold with the arrow in his eye, and you'll see the stripping the bodies of the dead soldiers at the end of the battle, and you'll see him making the ships. The whole history about it is fascinating to see and to read about, and they have a really good 20-minute audio guide that just goes through. It's non-stop, really. It just keeps going and going, and they actually have a kids version for it too. Definitely worth checking out. There's also some other exhibits there to give you more of a history of the tapestry, so that is kind of a cool thing. So that's number one. Go see the Bayeux Tapestry. Now, the second thing you want to do when you're here is go to the Bayeux Cathedral. And in there, it's the same size as Notre Dame in Paris. It's a huge cathedral. And when you drive into town, I do recommend renting a car to see Normandy. When you drive into town, you will see it in the distance coming up. You're like, wow, look at those two spires. And, well, there's another thing there too. It is really a really cool sight to see. When you go inside, you can kind of imagine where the tapestry, they used to put it out, when it was there. It was kind of a cool setup. Going through the church, it is pretty majestic when you see. Well worth checking out. What's cool is there's all kinds of cool designs on the walls, which you don't really see too often in a lot of cathedrals, so I thought that was a really nice thing to do. Now, the third thing you should see when you come here is you want to go to the museum to the Battle of Normandy. You should really learn about the DDay Beaches. Before you go explore those DDay Beaches, go to this museum to give you a whole overview of where people came in, how the battle played out. They have a great movie there that kind of explains everything in English and French, okay? But they have it in English there. All the stuff in there is explained in English and French. You see the armaments, you see the uniforms, you see the history, the stories about the people there. And it's pretty interesting when you hear some of these things. And it's a very moving museum with all the history that's in there. I know Liam was actually teared up. He was crying when he kind of understood what all it took to make D-Day happen and the coming to the beaches and stuff. It is pretty amazing. So that's the third thing we'll see is that museum. Now, the fourth thing you should do when you are here is go to the D-Day Beaches. Go to Omaha Beach. See the American cemetery that's there. Here in town, actually, there's the British cemetery you can go to where over 4,000 British soldiers are buried. And you can really see all the D-Day stuff. It's really easy to get to from here. You can easily get to Utah Beach. You get to Juneau Beach for my Canadian friends. You get to Sword Beach. You get to Gold Beach. It's all around here. That's why Bayeux was the first liberated city or town in France from D-Day. So that's what makes this a really great base to go see. So you can do that here. Now, some other things you can do actually here in town, there's the Mob Museum, MAHB Museum. It's basically a private collection. It was donated 100 years ago from a local rich guy, basically. And there's all kinds of nice museum pieces in there if you want to see art and the historical art kind of stuff. There's also a long history of lace work here in Bayeux, and you can see that. There's some ladies that still do that around here. That's kind of cool. One of the things I like to do when we are here is we actually like to wander through the town. You got the nice little river going through here with with the water wheel going and just seeing some of the town. It is really just a nice, old world Normandy, France town. It's not all fancy dancy. It's just really, really nice to walk around. Lots of restaurants here, plenty of accommodation, decent public transport from here as well. So you can use the debate to get out to the beaches and other things. So you can get tours from here to go to the Normandy beaches if you want private tours or buses and things like that. If you come in the summer, this place can get packed. Packed. You come off season, it's empty and you can really enjoy the city kind of to yourself. So just some things out there. Now, I hope that helps you. When you do come here, make sure you have some cider because that's what we have in Normandy. Not as much wine. Great seafood, all kinds of good stuff when you do come here. If you want to learn more about Bayeux, we have 10 facts about Bayeux. We have 5 things you're going to love and hate about Normandy, 10 things that'll shock you about coming to Normandy. There's so many great things what to eat in Normandy. Oh, there's so many good things with apples to drink and eat here. That's great. The seafood is fantastic. Anyway, if you want to learn more, check us out on our website at woltersworld.com. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.